Hey guys, Scouter Taz here. Something a bit different today. I don't usually go on rants like this or political rants or anything like that, but I really want to hear. I'm here today really to talk about the proposed changes to e-bike laws that are happening in Queensland, Australia. I don't know too much of the legislation about it. I know a little bit about it. I don't ride an e-bike. I have ridden e-bikes. I've had a few little test rides on e-bikes, but I've never actually been on an owned e-bike. I've only sort of ridden them, and they're a lot of fun. They're great fun. But in Queensland, we've had a bit of a crackdown on e-bikes, and really, it's more to do with the electric motorcycles rather than what an e-bike is. To me, an e-bike is an assisted powered bike. Bike with an electric motor that helps you when you're pedaling, when you want to get up hills or help you get along. It's an easy mode of transportation for most of us around the place. The proposed laws coming in, there's two aspects of that law that I really have got some concerns of, and I've heard it from a lot of different people, including Bicycle Queensland and a few other YouTubers around. And I thought I'd just add my 2 cents too, that there's two aspects to that. First aspect is that you have to be over 16 with learners to ride an e-bike. Now, that puts a lot of people at disadvantage, and we already know that. I'm probably saying things that you haven't heard before, but older people who haven't got licenses, disabled people, even younger people who are under 16 who uses an e-bike as their transportation, already puts them as a disadvantage. Now, I am a scout leader, hence Scouter Taz, and I do take our scouts out for rides. And some of them do have e-bikes, and they're not 16. So, you know, those kids use the e-bikes because they've got a disability. They have sometimes issues with asthma. They have issues with eyesight. They can't process things. An e-bike just helps them get along, helps them do those things. And some of those people will never even get a license. There are people who don't need a license, who don't want a license, but ride an e-bike because it's their way of getting around. So being over 16 and having a learner's permit to ride an e-bike seems to be a little bit extreme to me. The other aspect is the 10 kilometers per hour on an e-bike. Now, that's ridiculous. I mean, I've been out riding today. I've been riding a Giant Revive. Now, it's not a bike designed for speed, and this is my Strava up here, and its average speed has been around 15 kilometers an hour. Now, this is not a bike for speed. I've been riding a mixed. I've been riding on footpaths. I've been riding on the road. I've been riding on shared bike paths, and I have not been doing 10 kilometers an hour. Now, that's not going to be illegal because this is not an e-bike. But if I was riding an e-bike, a pedal assisted bike, and I'm riding over 10 kilometers an hour, that would be deemed illegal, and I would be fined for speeding. And that just doesn't make sense. Now, I'm not going to go too much further into this, but I'm just going to say that, you know, these two aspects of this legislation is a bit concerning. And then, you know, we talk about riding the 10 kilometers on a shared pathway. You know, there's most cycleways I ride in Toowoomba here in Queensland, Toowoomba, they are shared cycleways. They are for pedestrians and for cycleways. The East Creek and the West Creek bikeways are both shared, and I don't know any standalone bikeway in Toowoomba apart from being on the road, and that can be a scary prospect, anyone will tell you that. So, you know, and then what's that question? Does that go towards rail trails too? Because rail trails are shared by not only pedestrians and horses. Do you have to be riding 10 kilometres on a rail trail? And that is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way you can ride any rail trail on 10 kilometres. There's no way you can really ride a bike at 10 kilometres an hour. It's so hard to control. Even this old guy here, this Giant Revive, it needs a bit of speed. At a slow speed, it is so hard to control this bike with its little wheels. But once you get rolling on a faster speed, it's easy. And to ride an e-bike, a bike that is heavier and more, well, heavier to ride, really. To ride at 10 kilometers an hour, absolutely really ridiculous. So I just thought I'd do a quick little share of my my concerns for this coming up, these legislations. I would hope that if you feel the same and you're a cyclist, please talk to your local representative, especially in Queensland, and talk about these e-bike rules. They are very strict, and I understand why they're there. Don't get me wrong, I am not a favour of those electric bikes, those electric motorbikes. I do not like them. I've seen them ride around. I've seen kids ride around. I know injuries and people have been killed riding them. Very, very sad things happen. But an e-bike and an electric motorbike is two different things. And I think we need to be looking at the electric motorbikes and not penalising the cyclists, and that's what it feels like. So my 2 cents on that for that. Anyway, look, coming up some more adventures. Hopefully we'll be doing some paddleboarding soon on the Noosa River and showing you that one. And who knows what's coming up in our adventures. Funny world at the moment. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Maybe you have your own thoughts on e-bike legislation. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you around. Bye.